Hello, my name is Kiran Raj and my roll number is MT20ACS514. Today I'll be sharing some details on Wi-Fi hacking using Aircrack-ng. Aircrack-ng it's a complete set of tools. It's a suite of tools that can be used to assess Wi-Fi network security. It can be used for hacking purpose and also it can be used for testing. It has a lot of tools which includes packet detection, packet sniffing, WEP, WPA, WPA2 cracker that is used for cracking the password. The requirement for this tool is that you need to have a wireless network interface controller. Either you can have a wireless controller in your laptop, in which case you have to use the operating system as your base operating system, your host operating system, which is what I'm doing today. Or you can use an external Wi-Fi adapter if you are using VirtualBox. Now, Wi-Fi hacking using Aircrack-ng tool, what it basically exploits WPA handshake. Now, what happens is whenever a user tries to authenticate with a router, packets are being sent across between the router and the client. Now, this handshake packets is what we are after. This is what we are trying to capture using this tool. Once we capture this encrypted passwords, these passwords can be cracked using Aircrack-ng tool. It focuses on different areas of Wi-Fi security. These are the areas of Wi-Fi security that Aircrack-ng tool focuses on. Monitoring. It can be used for monitoring the packets that are being sent across different networks. It can be used for attacking, a replay attack, a de-authentication, which is what we are going to do today. Creating a fake access point, in which case you can create a fake access point and show a fake website, and you can ask the client to log into the website using your Wi-Fi password. Or you can use this tool for testing purpose, checking the Wi-Fi cards, the driver capabilities, etc. You can also use this tool for WEP, WPA, WPA1 and 2 cracking. That is, we can use this tool for cracking the password. The password file after the handshake is being stored in our local directory, and that file is what we are going to use today for cracking the password out of it. So let's get to the practical. So the first thing that we'll be doing is we'll be typing in the command iwconfig. So using this command you can see all the network interfaces that are present in my machine. So I have a network interface card. WLAN0 is my interface name. So you need to have a wireless LAN interface in order to proceed with this practical. You can since I already have one, I can go ahead with this. Now type in the command airmon-ng start WLAN0. What this does is it basically starts your wireless LAN interface in monitoring mode, without which you won't be able to monitor the packets. So this will start monitoring mode. Next thing is you can type in the command aero dump -ng WLAN0, which is my interface name. What this does is it basically scans for all the routers that are present within my vicinity. So as you can see, there are two routers. So I have already found the router that I want, so I can press Ctrl C and copy the MAC address of my target router. So Zane 4G is my target router, so I can copy the MAC address of my target router. Now I can type in the command aero dump -ng -bssid and paste the MAC address of your target router, and -c. C stands for channel, number of channels your router has, and -w, and this is where you have to paste the path of the folder. So as you can see, this folder is currently empty. Path of the folder where all your packets that have been captured will be stored. So I'll be storing all the capture into that folder, into the hack folder. So I can paste the path over there. Now this within this folder all the packets will be stored. So like I already said, whenever a user authenticates into a router, several packets are being transferred between the client and the router. So these messages are what we are uh, interested in capturing. So when a when a handshake happens, when an authentication handshake happens, these packets are being sent uh, between the client and the router, and these packets contains encrypted passwords. So this password is what we need in order to use Aircrack to get the password. I'm sorry, not encrypted but hashed. Now you can type in the command to uh, get onto the. This is basically this is a monitoring. That is what is happening. So you can do two things. Either you can wait for somebody to authenticate into the router, in which case a handshake happens, and then you can get the packets, you can capture the packets. As you can see, already a handshake has already been captured, but I'll go ahead and do a de-authentication anyway. So the second method is to do a de-authentication. So right now I'm doing a de-authentication. So I have sent two de-authentication packets using the command air replay -ng -0 two authentication packets and the MAC address and my interface name. So basically what this will do is it will de-authenticate the users, and whenever the de-authenticated user tries to connect back into the router, sometimes it automatically tries to connect back to the router. Whenever that happens, a TPA handshake, WPA handshake happens, and that handshake will uh, send across different packets, and we have captured those packets right here. So these packets, the .cap file contains our password. So now we can stop this using Control C and type in airmon-ng stop WLAN 0, which is my wireless interface name. So I have stopped my monitoring mode. Now I can use that file, the cap file that we have captured. Using that file, you can use the command aircrack-ng and the path where we have stored the cap file and the path of your dictionary. So basically we are going to do a brute force attack on the cap file that we have captured using our dictionary basically contains a lot of passwords, a lot of commonly used passwords. We can use the dictionary path. Path dot text is my dictionary, sorry, test dot text. When I press enter, as you can see, it has already cracked the password. Since it was a very simple password, it has already cracked it. Now since only it was a simple password, it was able to crack it really fast. Best thing to do is, instead of minimum character passwords, we can use complex passwords, so that such Aircrack-ng methods cannot be used to crack the password. Basically this method, this exploit, what it does is it basically does a brute force attack. So if it's a simple password, then it can be easily found. So if it is a complex password, then it will take a lot of time to brute force the password and the file that we have, the cap file. So it will be very difficult. Sometimes it will be even impossible to crack the password. So in order to prevent this attack, you can use complex passwords. Thank you.